Have you heard of this thing called PulseX? Maybe you've heard of Pulsechain. Maybe you've heard of Hex. Of course, there is one person that comes to mind when I mention all three of those, and his name is Richard Hart. Yes, there is a new sacrifice for PulseX, and we're going to go over that in this video. How can you sacrifice for PulseX? So without further ado, let's just get into it. As we can see here, guys, all the official details is here on the tweeters. I want to go over this because this is like the official details. There's going to be scammers that are going to tell you to use some different Ethereum address. This is the official one. You can verify it in his Telegram, verify it on his YouTube channel, and verify it on his Twitter. So we're going to go over the details, and then I'm going to show you in MetaMask how you can participate if you choose to do so. Before we get into it, though, I do want to point out, I understand Hex has, it's a little scammy, it sounds scammy, whatever. This video is not here debating one side or the other. I'm just simply showing you, hey guys, if you want to participate in this PulseX sacrifice, this is all the details and this is how you do it, okay? I'm not condoning you to do it. I'm just saying this is how it's done. And yes, I have personally sacrificed to be completely transparent. So let's continue. Guys, this is Richard Hart, PulseX.com. You should, of course, follow him if you want to participate. It says, the PulseX sacrifice is creating a set of people that believe in freedom of movement and assembly or protected human rights. Sacrifice to prove you believe. So this is considered pre-access right now, guys, and you can do so at this address. Once again, verify on all three places that you have the right address. Scrolling down. Right, there's a link for his Telegram and YouTube, like he mentions. I want to point out you can also sacrifice on Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, Avalanche, Ethereum Classic, and guess what, guys? Ethereum Optimism's on there as well as Tron, and there's the address for Tron. Bitcoin will happen when the DApp goes live. Here we get some more juicy details down here. It says, everyone gets the same 10,000 free PLSX, which that's just the ticker for PulseX, per $1 sacrificed. The equivalent from now until January 10th, when it gets 5% higher rate per day for 47 days. Up to a 2.5x volume bonus until the last 5 days, which will only get you a 1.75x volume bonus. I know it can kind of get a little crazy, the bonuses and whatnot. I mean, like unless you're dumping in like a mil or 5 mil, you probably don't want to be too concerned about all the volume bonuses because you're probably not going to be up like that, like up to be like number one or number two. So just keep that in mind. This does break down how the volume bonus works right here in this big section right here. I'm not going to hit that up. Read that if you'd like to know how that works. If you're putting a significant amount of money in, but I do want to just show what it says right here, guys. It says, same with the Pulsechain sacrifice. So if you're familiar with the Pulsechain sacrifice, then you already know how this is going to play out. It says just like Pulsechain, the PulseX sacrificers will get a volume bonus multiplied by 2.5x. Everyone's sacrifice is publicly viewable during the period by checking the public balances of the sacrifice addresses listed on each chain. This way, you might know when you want to sacrifice some more to move up in the rankings. So that's all I'm going to go over about that. This breaks it down a lot better, like right there. And I just want to point out the last 5 days, February 21st to February 25th, you will get the worst rate and won't get a variable volume bonus. Instead, every sacrifice on the last 5 days will get a flat 1.75x bonus. So keep that in mind. That's something you just want to be aware of if you're putting a lot in there. I do want to put the disclaimer out there, and I am going to read it because I think it is necessary. Let's get that over with. It says, disclaimer, you are sacrificing to prove how strongly you believe that freedom of movement and assembly are protected human rights. This is an important political statement. You must have no expectation of profit from the work of others. The set of people who have sacrificed to show their commitment to this political statement makes a great set of people to airdrop free things to. These sacrifice points are not meant to have any monetary value. Remember, you're not buying anything. The world is just noticing you are amongst a group of people that sacrifice to make a political statement. Some countries tax their citizens when they receive things of value. PLSX is designed to start with no value, which is ideal. Consult your own legal and financial professionals. I want to repeat that again, guys. Consult your own legal and financial professionals, as nothing written here should be considered a professional advice. The only thing we know of set to be airdropped for free to their political groups so far is PulseX, PLSX. If we hear about other cool things, we'll let you know. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, guys, please contact your tax professional, your financial advisor, all the professionals, because I'm not one, and he's saying he's not one either. So just keep that in mind. Scrolling down here, guys, continue down like with the thread. It says, you can read more about this disclaimers here at this website, which you can do if you want to. Just replace the text with Pulsechain, PulseX, like whatever. He's basically saying it's the same thing as Pulsechain. Guys, I already said, watch out for scammers. They're going to tell you, oh, use this address when it's the wrong address. So if you sent the wrong address, well, I mean, you're literally screwed. So please do not do that. Verify, like I said, at all 3 different places. And, do that because he says, oops, I apologize. We just went back a little bit. It says, reminder, like scammer says, it is your duty and your duty alone to make sure you're using the correct address and avoiding all the scams. Exactly, guys. It's your responsibility. I know Becky doesn't like being told, she has to be responsible, but it is what it is. We already talked about this right here, guys, the variable rates. We mentioned that a little bit. Guys, here's a little video. He does verify the address a little bit. It's like a minute long. I'd probably watch that if you're going to sacrifice. Here's like another website referring to pulse.info. But something else that I think this probably should have been higher up there, because I've seen questions in Discord and DMs that says, do not sacrifice from an exchange. You must sacrifice from your own wallet if you want credit. I can't believe we have to actually say this, but yes, guys, yeah, do that, because you don't own your keys if it's on an exchange. And how do they know where to send it to? They don't. So yeah, please, you must have your own wallet, set up a MetaMask. We have a video on how to, create a MetaMask. Yeah, so watch that video, make one, and I'm gonna show you how you can actually send it through MetaMask. Pretty simple, but we'll go over it as well. Scrolling down here, guys, once again, he's reiterating the same thing because people have a lot of questions. And there's been a lot of money actually sent to this address. So let's go all the way up here to the top. We're gonna copy the address, but before you actually do it for real, check all 3 different places, make sure it's real. We're gonna go over here to that's the Pulsechain thing. Just replace it with PulseX. If you want to read the juicy details of the disclaimer, just showing you guys. Go to MetaMask. Apologize, I should probably go to the home. Here, we're on a good old burner wallet. So all we're gonna do, you're logged into MetaMask, assuming you already have it, because we have a video on that. You go to send, right here in the middle. We're gonna send, we're gonna paste the address in, and I'm also gonna verify. I'm not just gonna believe copy and paste works, because there is malware that will change the address slightly. So I'm also going to compare it, but for demo purposes, I'm not actually gonna send anything. But if you're really doing this, verify from all 3 places, like I mentioned before. Also verify when you copy and paste it's the real address. Okay, that's something you're gonna want to do. So then, you can send ETH, DAI, like USDC, USDT, like whatever you want. People have sent hex. They send a lot of stuff there. So just keep that in mind. That's what's going on there. All you have to do is type in the amount you want to do. I'll just say if I hit max, we'll do. Which of course, guys, I say it's a burner wall. There's only $23 in there, but I go to next. And I actually could send this right now. It says estimated gas fee. I have it on less than 30 seconds. I could probably drop it down a little bit, but it's like $6, so I could send this if I wanted to, but I'm not going to because it makes no sense. You got to be able to send something a little more because of gas fees and whatnot. The whole point though is I would suggest sending Ethereum if that's what you want to send, because then it's going to be a less of a gas fee to send it. Send some stable coins, send whatever your heart desires. But I do want to show you before we get out of here, that if you go to etherscan.io, you put in the address, bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. As you see, guys, there's already around $140 million being sacrificed of altcoins. There was more Ethereum, but they moved the Ethereum. You can go down here on chain, see where it moved to. To me, I don't care where it went. If you're going to do this, you probably trust Richard Hart a little bit. It comes down to that. There's, in my opinion, not much research to do. Do you trust Richard Hart or do you not? It's all an asymmetrical risk, my humble opinion. And yes, I do wish I went bigger in Hex back in the day when I first saw, guys. I've said transparently for a little while now, I was literally in on day 3 for Hex. I knew about it day 1, but I was waiting to make sure there was no malicious intent when I claimed my free Hex. So yeah, it's powerful. I do understand the scammy side of it. I do understand, how that all stuff works, but you still can make a lot of money. So of course, I'm not telling you to do this. You got to make your own financial decisions. You have to make those decisions and go from there. But there's guys, look what people are doing. $105 million worth of Hex sacrificed. Let's just say that I'm bullish on Hex, because of that. I think it's going to do well. But once again, this is going back to Richard Hart, which we maybe will make a video in the future about origin address and all the daughters and stuff like that. But yeah, interesting. Let me know down below if you guys are going to sacrifice. I personally did. I think it's worth a little bit in my humble opinion. That's how you do it on MetaMask. If you guys need to know how to make a MetaMask, we have a video about that. Of course, Coinbase Dilemma, how to make a MetaMask is what it's called. So that's what I got for today, guys. We are going to be live tonight, guys. I know it is New Year's Eve, so we'll see you guys live tonight. And you guys know how it goes. Until then, smack the like, smack the subscribes, all the great stuff. Check out the links down below. And it's all about that wild crypto journey. So until next time, may the gains be with you.